person who is unconsciously playing with their telekinesis abilities and are not aware of it. For more on this topic, see my poems Poltergeist or Telekinetic. This is another good reason to take responsibility. The sooner we do, the more we can do. Chapter 13. The final chapter. I made it. Survived. Okay. The shift gift. Hologram shifts changes to mirror the inner paradigm shift on a mass collective scale. These changes affect the body and the mind, and because the world is a macro of a micro, then the world emulates this as well. There will be lots of new land surfacing after being underwater for a long time. Some of these souls will have pyramids on it. Some of this land. Some of this land will have pyramids on it. I see this like Mother Earth, a lovely woman in the bathtub who has one leg up out of the water and the other one submerged after what seems like a long while, but not really. She submerges the one leg and raises her other one out of the water, thinking, well, this leg is washed, it's time to focus on the other one. From what I gather, this big shift does not have to be so intense for people. Various major shifts that could cause some serious damage have been averted and been broken up, from a large shift in a specific area to smaller shifts in various areas. We can continue to do this or be informed like animals are, feeling a change in the earth that lets us know weeks in advance about what is about to go down in a certain area. Then people are moved to safer places just like the animals do. Animals do not think, well, a good chunk of us animals need to go because there is not enough room on the earth for all of us. Animals know there is enough room for everyone. Particularly as we draw closer to the shift in our abilities to understand and reclaim our birthright of time travel and teleportation. We can choose to move ourselves to another location. There is no reason beyond wanting to be here to experience this there is a reason beyond wanting to be here to experience this that this planet has so many people here. Yes, so there is a reason behind that. In the Ringing Cedar series books, Anastasia talks about this. I will get to this soon. There's a reason why many people are wanting to be here aside from the shift. And that there is enough room for everybody. That's right. Speaking of moving ourselves to another location, physicist Nassim Haramein. Speaking of moving ourselves to another location, physicist Nassim Haramein gave a talk in 2009 claiming that a comet twice the size of Jupiter was pushed off course by an enormous solar flare in February 2003. If you look at this article on my website under my forum in the 2012 series section, I will have links. This article I wrote has tons of links, so you can see the video for yourself of this solar flare preventing this planet from crashing into our Earth that we have been protected, floating in grace. But people claiming that this is Nibiru and that Nibiru is going to come to our planet and take over and all that kind of stuff. So I can't play the video because I'm still not very good with how to work all this software. So just very basic. So anyway, a comet of this size could possibly be Nibiru. Nassim shows official NASA videos from a SOHO satellite showing the solar flare actually moving the comet, so he is not making this up. The YouTube video is called Video Proof that Nibiru has come and gone. This video has numerous detractors to the comment sections. But read between the lines, guys. So we do have help on the other side of the hologram as well that steps up to the plate when they see we are taking responsibility for our actions. That was loud. What is cool about this is that I shared this same thing in my radio interview with Zany Mystic. And washing machine is on now. More noise. After I said it, I remember thinking, now where did that come from? Some people ask, where is your proof? I am not a scientist. I'm not. And that is evident. I come across very naive and whimsical, I understand that, but scientists, native elders, kids, and many other people as well are backing up what I am sharing. If you want proof, you need that, and you need that logical fix, then listen to the people who are all about the proof. That can be their job. This is mine. But when you're wanting to understand your not so common sense, then I invite you to step into my realm of understanding, where you will not need to see an alien spaceship to know that they are there, so that you may be allowed to believe. You will simply just remember and feel it in your bones, right down to your core. It is amazing how much can be expressed without words, but packaged into a feeling message, projecting through the eyes and marinating in a specific vibe. The more we explore our soul archaeology, the more we will find we can do things like communicate with elementals, storms, quakes, water, nature spirits, star beings, and much more. We can even tame certain weather conditions. This is what the shamans do if there is too much rain or not enough rain. I have also been introduced to a man who has invented a machine that lets him know a week in advance when an earthquake will happen. Technology is always mirroring what we humans can do on our own. But since we do not believe in ourselves, technology sometimes has to be used as training wheels. In sharing this with a woman, she told me about a big tornado outside her door. She went outside and spoke to it, sending it love, appreciation, and respect, and then she merged with it. The tornado dissipated right then and there, leaving zero damage in its wake. The newsman reported that day he was not sure where the tornado had went. Now, if it comes to be that the Creator calls upon your soul to exit your beautiful physical form, be it from illness, accident, or earth changes, take great joy that you got to be here in this time and contribute by just being you. Pull up a seat on the other side and enjoy the rest of the show. If you're like me, you might see death like a little kid saying, "No, I don't want to go to bed. I want to stay up and be a part of the action." Well, to all who dream of the world's destruction, you must understand that you come from a probable future in the hologram where that did happen, and you have been sent back to avert it from happening. When I was at Nexus Conference in Australia, Carrie Cassidy from Project Camelot slammed the door. Carrie Cassidy from Project Camelot played this recording of a famous prophet saying some really bad events would happen in the fall of 2008. I was very bothered by this because there were so many psychic sensitives in the audience, and they were visualizing this so strongly that I felt I had to speak to them and tell them this had to stop. We have a serious responsibility here. I was in tears because I could not believe I was doing this, and I was so overwhelmed by feeling everybody in the audience. The whole story of this is on my website main page. Look at the Project Camelot link on the top line of the main page. Not that I was so nervous that I couldn't believe I was saying this to someone like Carrie. No, that makes me nervous. Earth will straighten her axis, which is her spine, and thus we will no longer be living in a crooked world. Excuse the pun. Right now, the axis is tilted by 23 degrees. The rotation will also change from one direction to the other. Because this world is very backwards, the only way to understand it right now is to stand on your head. Well, that will no longer be necessary because the world will be flipped back to the right side up. As it is right now, the North Pole is actually the South Pole, and the South Pole is actually the North Pole. I have also had many children speak with me about this occurring. This is also what is meant when Alice in Wonderland falls down the rabbit hole.